So the CEO of Chipotle just left the company and is now going to be the new CEO of Starbucks. Now, Starbucks has shot up on August 13th over 24% after it not really doing much of anything over the last couple of months. Now, we are going to talk about both in this video, what our expectations are for Chipotle and for Starbucks, talk a little bit about why the CEO left the company, and overall just have a really good two-stock video analysis or two-stock analysis video, whatever you want to say. So let's go ahead and get into it. All that I ask is that you smash the like button if you find value in this and consider subscribing. I also go live every morning, Monday through Friday at market open for around 30 minutes to an hour. You can ask me questions, watch me trade live in and out of positions, get involved with our team, which is our Learn to Earn team, who is live every single morning, Monday through Friday at market open. So definitely check that out. Also, if you're more of a long-term investor and not quite a day trader or swing trader, check out our investingforbeginnerscommunity.com, where there's a lot of trading tools and different videos that are useful to you specifically, and our Investing for Beginners community Facebook private group of over 70,000 members, all on investing for beginners, more of a long term, but this is our day trading YouTube channel now. So anyways, moving on, Chipotle Mexican Grill Inc. Now this is going to be interesting because Chipotle hit as CEO departs, recipe for growth seen intact, and there's an analysis on that. Now they do maintain their price target of $61. Chipotle Mexican price target maintained. Now Chipotle faces test after CEO moves to Starbucks. Very interesting why the CEO would move from Chipotle Mexican Grill, which is one of the I think greatest companies that went public in the stock market, because it went from like lows of couple $100 to highs of over $3,000 before it did a market split 20-1. A stock split, 20-1, resulting in a share price of around $60, now trading at about $51. Now, what's going on here is Chipotle Mexican Grill is one of the most mentioned companies in the U.S. across all new items in the past 12 hours, according to Factiva data. Now, Chipotle CEO Brian Nicole was named as the next leader at Starbucks as the coffeehouse chain works to turn around its businesses and contend with activist investors. Now, Chipotle's steady leadership faces a test with a second change in its top ranks in just over a month. Chipotle named Scott Boatwright its chief operating officer as interim CEO. Previously, the casual restaurant company named Adam Reimer as chief financial officer beginning of January 1st, replacing Jack Hartung. Now, a commitment by its retiring finance chief to Chipotle should be able to attract a strong candidate to fill the chief executive role, thanks to the attractive opportunity to lead a chain with growth potential. Analysis says Chipotle stock fell as much as 12%, its sharpest drop since it fell 14% October 2017. Now that's very substantial news, okay, for Chipotle. Now, what can exactly happen for Chipotle? What is going to be happening with this company? Let's go back to the chart here. Now, Chipotle, I did trade Chipotle a while back. When it first initially broke this area here, let's go to the 4-hour chart. That's going to be a little bit better of a picture. Now, from this point here at $50, $49, you can see there was some consolidation and some support at that level. Now, since that period back in February to where it is now, it went up 38%, seeing highs of $69, right? And overall, this was actually before the market split. The stock split happened right here, actually. So this is all pre-market. This had just hit, I believe, like $3,000 or so. And as you can see here, the 50-1 split. So that is a correction from earlier when I said 20-1. It was a 50-1 split June 26th. And since June 26th, that split happened, it has actually been in a downward trend all the way back to those previous lows of $49. That's a 28% discount on what is to be one of the greatest companies across the board in the stock market. So our trading plan did not get met as it did break that opportunity of a 40% profit. Now, I did go up about 13% before the news broke out this morning. And once the news broke out, this completely sold off over 12% in a single day. It actually went down to even lows as low as $48, 14% in a single day, guys, in a single 4-hour candle. Now it has retraced just slightly up. It is up in that 51.70 level as it closed. So excited to see what happens with this company in the morning. Can it retrace back up to $56 and possibly even some of these other resistance levels like 60 or 58, 60, and 62, and ultimately get back up to highs of $69 for still around a 33% profit. Now this can still sell off. There is quite a bit of uncertainty, and as you can see, the 45-day exponential moving average is below the 200-day moving average. Now this is considered a sell-off, a key trend line to look at when it's selling off. And it started recovering. It started reversing very nicely until the news today, which is going to result in some probably more selling pressure come tomorrow. As you can see very easily, this can go from 51 even back down to 46 or even lower. So we're going to wait and see what happens. It did break above this key support level, so this will, or resistance level, which will now become a strong, hopefully strong support level in the morning. Has another resistance level to break right around this area here, $54. It's also a psychological number, so that is what is to come for Chipotle. Now, moving on to StarBucks. Good news with StarBucks, really good news. Now, before you get FOMO, fear of missing out, understand that whenever there is a reaction in the market, there's usually a overreaction in the market. So whenever there's a reaction, okay, and then you plus that with the stock market, there's always going to be an overreaction most of the time. Now, StarBucks has been one of those companies that hasn't been doing very good over the last, I'd say, a year and a half. It's actually lost over 37% of its share price or market cap over the last year and a half. So now this increase is insane. Look at this, 24% jump from that EMA line to up here, 25% push up in one single day, guys. Okay, so if you were investing and you knew about this or somehow were able to catch wind of this happening yesterday, or just were somehow an avid investor and held overnight, you woke up to a 25% return overnight. Now, what does that mean, guys? We have to be careful now, okay? Now, real quick, for some risk management, if you wake up tomorrow, it's already selling off. So if you wake up tomorrow and it's down here, then people are taking their profits. They're realizing, hey, my StarBucks is up 25%. I'm going to take some profits off the table here, which is going to create selling pressure, and this can actually come down even more, okay? What goes up will eventually come down, and it's going to go to an area where it feels the most comfortable. If it feels comfortable trading within this channel of $71 and $83, then this is exactly where it's going to come back down to, and it's going to trade at. Now, it could trade a little higher, it could trade a little lower, but ultimately it's going to probably be in that range. Now, I can't say for certain, okay? This could just be a really good catalyst here. It could get as low as even $65, as you see there. So I did add StarBucks to the list. Even though it is overbought, I added it to our oversold list, as well as adding Chipotle to our oversold list as well. Even though they are all on news, right? But this can be really good news. Now, when this pulls back, we can see that they're probably going to take some sell, some profits off the table. If this comes back to this EMA line at 87, or maybe even this, or I'm sorry, the MA of 87 or the EMA of around maybe 79, 78, then I may consider buying and going long. Now, this thing could also just keep pushing up, so be aware if you do get into a position, just have a tight stop or have a trailing stop order, so that way when this does start to go up, you can trail with a stop loss as it continues to go up before it has a nice break. Now, last time it had a gap up like this, it actually sold off until the next gap down. And there was a gap down. So this gap down could actually be, in a way, compensating for this gap up. So there is some area that needs to be retraced. That's 13% right there. and that's 13% right there. So that's a bit of a coincidence, don't you think? Anyways, that is my take on Chipotle and on Starbucks. Hope you guys like this. If you did, then definitely check out some of my other stock recap videos that I have that go live usually around 5:30, 6 p.m. at night. And you could also join me live every single morning with the Learn to Earn team on how you can learn how to trade stocks just like I do, day trade, swing trade, however you want to find the strategy that works for you, even if it's intraday or scalping. Definitely could benefit from maybe watching a couple of live streams that I have, or just tune in and see what I have to offer. I talk about current stocks. As you can see, this oversold watch list of 17, it is slowly growing. We do add and take away from this, but we do talk about the majority of these companies every single day, keeping you guys up to date with current markets. We also talk about Bitcoin as well, so definitely check that out. We trade Mara, which is always very helpful. It's going right along with our trade plan here. So yeah, if you guys want to learn more and check out some more videos, definitely do so. Also subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one.